Hello all.
I wanted to make a short little video here real quick. I wanted to talk about dealing with a new spread of mentality. You see, the psychology of mankind, sociological stuff here, is that men and women, species and in general, always moves on to a new, broader subject after exposing their mind to some other subject matter after some time. So that is why the impressions of people always change. When I say impression, I mean the overall, their overall being. They're always into different things each time you see them, if you only see someone once or twice a year. You see, mankind and their brain was created like a sponge, and that sponge basically absorbs information. And why the mind always changes, because but the mind always changes to adapt to new ideology or something new that they picked up throughout life, whether it was from physical experience or something like book smart, like they read a completely different philosophy than they're used to. Some people get disappointed in life, some people change, but why mentality doesn't stay the same even for 2 seconds, even for a minute, 2 seconds, a minute, an hour, is because the human mind works like a sponge, and it's always looking for more information to lick up and to absorb and understand. So what do you do when you are gaining a lot of information, or like I said, what do you do when your morality changes in its entirety? It's a little thing called growing up, but even older people kind of go through changes, and that change is dependent on their life, or if not their life, then what they believe in, because what people believe in rarely has to do with anybody's personal livelihood. So how to deal with it is completely dependent on the situation. Like if you were a love and light worker and you realized that light working was a trap, then you go for more authentic stuff in the future. Or if you work at a dead-end job and you're lonely and you're pathetic and you don't have anything better to do than mess with people or whatever, then find something new. Find something that truly inspires yourself. How to deal with new mentalities and entirely different personas that grow throughout the lifehood of an individual. It's very easy to change, and it's very easy to adapt to and help, because sometimes the change requires help, maybe like professional help, but yet at the same time, the more different knowledge you read, it also changes your personality in a way, dependent on how much you read. If you read like an entire library and you dedicate your entire life to an increasing library, of course it's gonna change your entire personality, of course, because your mind changes to new concepts that are beyond the basic person's understanding, if you know what I mean. This is especially true with occultism, because once you start understanding and reading into occultism, then your entire brain shifts duality to understand different concepts that most people do not get into. So of course you're gonna be different, or almost asininely insane to the most devout or the most basic individual. So yeah, you always have to find a way to help yourself. If your mentality changes overnight or throughout the years, You need to find a way to help yourself deal with these personal changes so you don't become obscured and tired, if you know what I mean. But yeah, with how much the brain can change, you can turn into a completely different person with the same name, different personality, different interests overnight, depending on what you're going through, like your life situation. If you become homeless, or if you become like rich and you become like a manager at a store, or if you read books, whether it's fiction, non-fictions, if you read about philosophy or esotericism, then your personality will change into a completely different person with the same name. Well, anyway, I hope this video helps someone.